Welcome back to our second vlog in as many days from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disney's Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World. Foolishly, I thought that I could get everything done in one video, but there's just way too much going on the planet of Batuu. Yesterday, I took you to Oga's Cantina, and then we rode Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. We're going to pick up this video as I'm about to get in the single rider line for Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. So as you turn the corner here in Batuu, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the Millennium Falcon reveal is pretty cool. It's very crowded right now, so it's hard to get maybe that full experience, but there is nothing like that first time seeing the Millennium Falcon on Batuu in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now with a 95-minute queue, I am going to hop in the single rider line and see if I can cut that down drastically. Marissa never gets sick of seeing the Falcon.
There really truly is nothing like turning that corner and seeing the Millennium Falcon and this huge ship just sitting there, and it's so iconic. I never get tired of it.
So when you do single rider, you come to this point where you have a choice to either go right or left. I would just take a quick look It looks like both of them are pretty clear. So we're going to do this one here. If all things are equal, go to the left. Most people are right-handed and will naturally move to the right. That is a good Disney trick, no matter what. So we're just here inside the Millennium Falcon, and we're getting ready to ride, and they're trying to get as many people through as possible. So I'm not gonna have a lot of time to dawdle, but thought I'd just give you a little view. My good friend Sarah says was nervous the first time she got to pilot the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. Luckily, I was there to make her more nervous.
Yeah, it was fun, but it was hard. It's like I felt like I was spending more time trying to not let you down with my terrible flying than enjoying the ride. Like I was just the whole time I'm sitting there going, okay, down is up is down, okay, gotta wait for the flashing lights. I was just like everywhere.
Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Watch it. Chewie makes flying this thing look easy, eh? Weapons are online. Left pilot. Hit the goosebumps. Nice. Now let's go get that coaxium. Right pilot. Made the jump to light speed. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. The power of the ship. Well, I have the coaxium. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Come on, let's get another container of coaxium.
Now, of course, because we crashed the Falcon here as we're leaving, we have a lot more damage on the ship. So that was fun. We had two first-timers as pilots, which sometimes means that you have a rougher go of it, but that's okay.
All available text
I did a single rider, and it was a 95-minute wait, and I was on in about 5 minutes, so I'm not going to complain. So now I'm going to do a mobile order here and get some food. So unfortunately, because of the 3-hour wait at Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, I missed the 3 p.m. closing time for Ronto Roasters, where you can get the Ronto wrap. Now, if you are a meat eater, you can still get the Ronto wrap with meat at Docking Bay 7, which is where I did a mobile order for my meal. Unfortunately, you can't get the plant-based Ronto wrap at Docking Bay 7, so that is unfortunate. I wasn't able to try the Ronto wrap today, but what I will do is throw a video of me eating the plant-based Ronto wrap from a previous visit to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But of course, this is Ronto Roasters here. You can see this droid would be cooking the meat, well, is cooking the meat on this pod racing engine, using that for the heat. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that for you today, but like I said, I'll throw in a video of me eating the plant-based Ronto wrap. We stopped at Ronto Roasters and I got the plant-based Ronto wrap. This is the Triple Suns breakfast wrap. Plant-based egg, smoky chickpea onion slaw, and roasted tomato sauce wrapped in pita bread. And my wife Courtney also got the non-alcoholic beverage, which is the Tatooine Sunset, and I'm going to take a sip of that as well for you. So first, let's take a bite of this plant-based Ronto wrap. Okay. Like a lot of plant-based items, definitely make it a little bit spicy, kind of hide that some of the flavors are fake. But there's that slaw is real vinegary and really goes well with that spicy flavor. The fake egg, you can't tell it's fake egg. It tastes just like regular egg. This is another great plant-based option. Ronto Roasters, one of the most popular quick service locations on property. Now let's try this Tatooine Sunset. Yeah. Okay, it's just a very, very sweet tea drink. There's definitely some sort of fruit juice that is mixed in with the tea. It's really good. It's refreshing. It's actually a little hot out today, but that is a nice, refreshing drink for a hot day at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which can be really hot. It can get pretty hot here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but you move right down the way here to Toy Story Land, and it's basically the hottest place on the planet. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that old video of me eating a plant-based Ronto wrap from Ronto Roasters in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Obviously, with Star Wars Rise of the Resistance taking 3 hours in the queue, I had to make some sacrifices in trying to do everything today. So that was one of the sacrifices I had to make today. But since I already have video of me eating it, I thought I could share that with you anyway. What I am trying now at Docking Bay 7 is the Felucian Kefta and Garden Spread. So this is 100% plant-based. It is not just vegetarian, it is vegan. And it's a hummus spread with these vegan plant-based meatballs and of course some pita bread. This is the best option to get at Docking Bay 7, and I've heard that from meat eaters. So if you're coming here, I know you might not be plant-based, eating vegan is not a top priority on your list. This is still, from everyone to whom I have talked, the best option at Docking Bay 7. So please, don't let the fact that it's plant-based scare you. And I got 4 meatballs this time, obviously meatballs, which I can't remember having 4 in the past. Here we go, I hope it's as good as I remember. The way they season the plant-based meat is just out of this world, pun intended. And the hummus is great. Just on the pita, the hummus is really, really good. I'm going to put some of these fresh vegetables from the spread on the pita. See how that tastes. Just a complete and total home run. Just an absolute delight of a meal. So, this is the Felucia Kefta Garden Spread at Docking Bay 7. Trust me. Trust me. So I'm in Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquity. This is actually a store here at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but it's almost like an attraction of its own. Now, if you are gonna build a lightsaber, if you're looking at lightsabers, you have to get in a special line, and it might be harder to get into the store. But if you're just looking through the store, most days, most times, you should be able to walk right into the store. Get Jedi robes, patches, a Yoda or a Luke Skywalker bust. Other Jedi busts, Maz Kanata, have what looks like a Rey outfit here. This is a really, really cool store here. And there's actually an animatronic of Doc Ondar, and I'm going to try to get up to that here and show it to you for a little. of course, Doc Ondar's also has the dark side represented. Some creatures in here. So I've talked about this before, but on top of docking bay 7, you can see the cargo that is being dropped into the restaurant, and the cargo has different numbers on it. You can see here 77 and 83. That third container is 80, and of course those are the 3 years the original trilogy movies were released, paying tribute to the original trilogy at docking bay 7. So to just sort of get your bearings, I'm almost in the middle of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge here, so I can give you a little idea of where everything's located. Right here in front is where you would find Ronto Roasters until 3 p.m. Then obviously that ship is on top of docking bay 7. If you continue going towards docking bay 7, you will continue and go to the Millennium Falcon or Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. Then this over here to the right is Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquity. There is one of the Black Spires, because of course this is Batu and Black Spire Outpost. Then over here to the right, these people have reservations to make or build a lightsaber, which is over $200, so I didn't make that reservation today. And then if you continue on past where you can make a lightsaber, this building right over here is Droid Depot. Where you can build a droid. That is just a little over $100, which in Disney money is basically a deal. So there's Droid Depot, and then turning to my right from Droid Depot, if you go straight, that will take you to Toy Story Land. Continue to move to the right, and that leads to Resistance Forest and Rise of the Resistance, plus the Marketplace. I'm not going to go through the Marketplace right now just because I actually don't find it to be very interesting. And I want to show you how to exit here by Toy Story Land. And of course they have these special Coca-Cola stands here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge with the Cokes, Diet Cokes, and Sprites that look like grenades. We have a PhotoPass photographer over there. A lot of times over towards this wall is the Grogu or Baby Yoda PhotoPass opportunity. I'm going to stop and ask this PhotoPass photographer if the Grogu one is over here. So I'll be back with that in just a second. All right, I got some inside dope from Melissa. the PhotoPass photographer here on Batuu. The magic shot with Grogu, or Baby Yoda, was moved to a different spot because it is about to rain and they want to make sure everybody in line for that magic shot can get some cover if it does start to rain. Then Alyssa gave me a little mini photo shoot, so that was fun as well. I feel like even though we had a 3-hour wait for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, that we did a pretty good job of seeing almost everything in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Even though we weren't able to go to Ronto Roasters, I was able to put in some video of me eating a plant-based Ronto wrap during a previous visit. And now the only thing left to do is show you the other exit/entrance, which takes you into Toy Story Land from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It is kind of an abrupt transition, but these are two very, very popular lands here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So in addition to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, there is also Star Wars Launch Bay. And this is where right now you can come and meet Darth Vader, Chewbacca, and BB-8. Since we're talking about the Star Wars offerings at Disney's Hollywood Studios, we have to talk about the original Star Wars attraction that opened actually when it was still Disney MGM Studios, and that's Star Tours. Now Star Tours The Adventure continues. That's where you can see this big AT-AT or AT-AT, however you choose to pronounce it. Only a 5-minute wait here right now. Just be warned that it can mess with your stomach a little bit if you choose to ride it. Well, I would say that was a pretty successful day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, checking out as many of the Star Wars offerings as possible in the time that I had available to me. But as you will see from this video, I didn't get everything done in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and I didn't head to Star Wars Launch Bay. I mean, I showed it to you, but I didn't go into Star Wars Launch Bay, and I didn't ride Star Tours. So even giving myself, oh boy, about 6 hours in the parks. Now granted, Rise of the Resistance went down while I was there, so that played a huge part in it. That was half of my time here. But even giving myself that much time, I didn't get to do all of the Star Wars offerings. Just keep that in mind when you're planning your trips. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Like, subscribe, and on August 25th, catch the conversation between Marissa from Chicago and myself as we talk about different ways Walt Disney World could incorporate more Star Wars into the theme parks.
Met this next band when I shuttled them to their gig on Canto Bite. Strap in for Turbulence!